most men talk about standards from a place of inexperience. In fact, there's a lot of YouTubers that I know, that I watch sometimes, who talk about standards, and yet they don't follow those standards at all. You need experience as a man in order to develop standards. You know why? Because men and women are different in this way. Women can actually, they're better at identifying their standards because they have an abundance mindset, because they have an abundance of options. From a very young age, women have had men thrown on them. And so women have to learn quickly to discern between good guys and bad guys, guys that are good for me, guys that are not good for me. Now, granted, there are girls who definitely get with guys that are not good for them. But women have a lot more experience. The average woman has a lot more experience dealing with the opposite sex than men do with women, because that's just not how nature is. You could sit there and be resentful about this, but the reality is that in order for you as a man to develop standards, you have to experience women. You actually have to put yourself out there. And the more you put yourself out there, the more rejected you're going to be. Because guess what? Women don't like all men. I know you'd like to believe that there are guys out there who are masters at getting girls. Guess what, man? Those guys have more rejections than you. In fact, any guy who's any worth, who has any experience with women, any guy who's had a lot of experience with women will tell you that they've been rejected more than they've succeeded. And they've been rejected probably 100 times more than you'll ever experience. Why? Because they understand that that's part of the game. Similar to basketball, if you played basketball, you're not going to make every shot. I'm sorry. You could be Michael Jordan. Guess what? Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player on planet Earth. Okay? Or whoever lived, rather. Maybe you want to say it's LeBron James, whatever. Whoever you think is the best basketball player, they haven't made every shot. They're the best, though. They're the best in the world, and still they can't make every shot. Why? Because that's part of the game. So you need to approach dating women the same exact way. Approaching women, talking to women, part of the game is getting rejected because women have tastes, personal tastes. Right? Maybe it's your approach. Maybe it's her personal taste. Maybe you just don't know what you're doing. Maybe she's with her friends and, maybe she's with her brother or her sister or her mom, etc. There's lots of reasons why women reject men. But you got to put yourself out there and you got to keep trying. And the more you try, the more experience you'll have, the more you'll be able to develop standards. So with that said, I recommend all men put themselves out there and talk to women. Whether you think they're worth it or not is irrelevant, because at the end of the day, you can't even develop standards without putting yourself out there and talking to women. Once you have enough experience with women, getting better with women, even women you don't like, because they teach you so much. Some of the lessons, some of the relationships where I learned the most from were the relationships where I was with a woman who wasn't good for me. And it taught me so much about me and what I like and what I want. But guys got to be willing to put in the work. But here's the thing. This is the beautiful part. The reason why I've been taking a long time to get to this is for this point. Once you develop standards, right? Again, experiencing women, what ends up happening is something magical. You start to learn about what you like and what you don't like. And then guess what? You start to then find the women who are actually what you're looking for.